Have you
Oh,
seen that?
Mercy? I haven't seen Mercy.
Oh, well, Chandler Riggs is in that.
That's what I heard.
I enjoyed the movie. It was a lot different than the short story, of course.
Yeah.
The short story Mama was very dark, and it was just him. Have you read Mama?
Yeah. Yes.
Just him in that house by himself.
Yeah.
Just the two of them the whole time. And Mercy the movie was a bit different. They added characters. They, different. They added stuff to it to make it. I'm not going to give it away because you have not seen it.
Yeah.
So I think you should give it a watch.
Oh, I will. I'll get around to it, of course. Needful Things. I love that book.
Oh, so did I.
I thought that was, I mean, how could you come up with something like that? And it was so, human nature.
Thing.
Yeah, the human nature that you want something so badly, What would you do for it? I love that premise of the whole thing. And the movie I thought it was the perfect cast in that. It was totally awesome.
Ed Harris.
Yes. I love
Ed
Harris. Yes.
I've always loved it. And did you know, okay, Amy Madigan starred in The Dark Half.
Uh-huh.
Correct?
Yes.
Did you know that Amy Madigan is married to Ed Harris?
No, I didn't.
Well, there you go.
Oh, hey. Some other trivia I need to know.
Well, you don't need to know that. I just think it's amazing that
it is.
Such high caliber actors.
Yes.
And they're married for.
Yeah.
But I love Needful Things. I love the movie. They did the movie so well.
They did.
And you see reoccurring actors that have in other, Stephen King movies.
Yes. They, certain ones, definitely. Yeah, they have recurring roles in his movies, yes.
Yeah, so just like Sheriff Alan Payneborn.
Yeah.
How many books has he been in? How many reappearances has he made? He was in. Wasn't he? He was in The Dead Zone as well.
Yeah. Yep.
The Dead Zone. That is another awesome book.
What about oh gosh. Now I can't. I hate when I do that. That goes right out of my head. I'll think of it, but that's okay. Any other books of his you want to bring up?
The Dead Zone was awesome.
Yeah.
Alan Payneborn was in that. That whole book from beginning to end just got me. And the movie was awesome because you had Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
But the only thing, they did some changes.
Of course.
Yeah. Because in the book, she was the straight-laced and he was the hippie dude.
Right.
And in the book, he was straight-laced and she was the hippie dude.
Yeah.
And one thing I really missed in the movie is they didn't do anything with the Wheel of Fortune. And that kind of
that's true. That's true. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to put everything in a movie if you think about it.
That had a big part in the book, though.
Yeah.
But, the only other book, collection from the collections, because Big Driver and A Good Marriage both came from the same collection.
Right.
I'm correct on that.
Yes.
And they were both really good stories.
Yeah.
And this is the difference when books are turned into movies.
Yes, absolutely.
Big Driver was done so amazingly.
Yeah.
And I don't think A Good Marriage was done all that well.
It was all right.
It was okay, but
Yeah.
you didn't have a whole lot of drama built up. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of,
Yeah.
But it does bring up the thing. What would you do?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He makes you think about that. He really does.
So, what do you have a book that you would like to?
No, I covered most of.
books here.
I've covered most of mine. Actually, it just all his books are amazing, but that's like with Cujo. Okay, read the book first, and then watch the movie. You understand it more. If you hadn't read the book and watched Cujo, you would know. I love the fact in the book you knew what Cujo was thinking.
Right.
And you don't get that in the movie. But he felt so bad, but he couldn't help himself because he had rabies. I mean, the poor thing. If you read the book, you really get more of a sense of it than the movie. But if you read the book and watched the movie, you could kind of, the movie was good, don't get me wrong. But, you don't understand what Cujo is going through, like you do in the book. But,
Right.
Again, it's the movies. What are you going to do?
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. And the fact that the ending of that was also changed for
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah.
But for the better
Yeah.
there in that one.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's not always a happy ending in things. So
Well, but it was a happy ending in the movie.
yeah,
Not in the book, but in the movie.
right. But all movies, that's like The Mist. It just proves a point. It's not always a happy ending.
No, and it can't always be a happy ending.
Exactly.
That's just it.
Yeah, but at the time that movie was made, I think it was made for that reason. Oh no, we don't kill kids off. Yada, whatever. Oh, but I think, if it was made now, I think they would make it like The Mist. The ending would be different, maybe. I don't know.
Right. Another book that I think is outstanding that we haven't talked about is The Body.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. That has to be one of my favorite because there's so many things that are relevant for anybody growing up at that age.
Oh, absolutely. What's the saying? You'll never have friends like you did when you were 12.
Does anybody?
Yep. Yep.
I mean, and then when they made the movie, I was so impressed with the movie.
The movie was excellent.
I mean, there's another actor that we lost too young.
Yes.
River Phoenix.
Yeah, River Phoenix. Yeah, and it's a shame because he was good.
Oh, he was amazing.
Yes.
He was amazing.
Yep.
So, and I can watch that movie. I can't tell you how many times.
Oh yeah, I think that's a excellent growing up movie. It is. I love that movie. It's so well done. So well done.
I tell you, I could probably have a conversation about Stephen King and his contribution.
Oh gosh.
To literature.
Yes.
Over the years.
Oh yeah.
He's written a book that is used in classes
Yes.
on writing, plus Danse Macabre. Those are both excellent books.
Yep.
There's just so much that he's contributed.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
He boggles my mind.
He's amazing. He is just extraordinary. He really is.
What did you think of Insomnia?
I loved Insomnia.
And everybody always seems to get confused because back in the 90s, that movie Insomnia came out starring Robert
Oh
De
yeah,
Niro.
yeah, and
Everybody
Robin
always
Williams.
gets-
Yeah, it's not the same thing. No, it's totally different.
Everybody always says, "Oh yeah, it's that." No,
No.
just watch it.
Yeah.
Read what it's about. They have nothing in common.
No, it's not. It's not a movie based on the book. No.
But the book
Yeah,
was
that's true.
amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Doctor Sleep and God, we could go on for days probably.
On and on and on and on.
Absolutely. Yep.
There's too many to talk about.
Oh yeah, we'll have to do another show about Stephen
Another
King.
show. Yeah.
We'll have to do another podcast about Stephen King, because we could, like I said, we could go on. And he's just, what an amazing person. And his wife, boy, it's a good thing she, kicked him in the butt a few times. Otherwise, we might not have some of the stories we do now.
Good thing she got that Carrie manuscript out of the garbage.
Yes.
And said we are,
Yep.
because what a loss that would have been.
So I'm
that's
saying, yeah.
awful.
So shout out to Tabitha because we lost some of the stories. We wouldn't have them. So, yeah, boy, she was good. She's another amazing person.
Oh yes, she
Those
is.
two are. I mean, what a family! What a family!
Right, man.
So,
I'm amazed.
yeah.
I'm amazed every day when I look at my collection.
Oh yes.
And I think, wow,
Yeah.
one person came up with all of this stuff.
Yep. Absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna wrap up the talking part a little bit. So, any final thoughts, Lori?
No, I think we have covered just about everything that we wanted to talk to.
Oh.
And there's too much to talk to in just such a short period of time
Definitely.
that I think it definitely could use like another week, 2 weeks.
Yeah. We'll definitely come back to this for sure. I think we need to. Absolutely need to. So.
I've had a lot of fun. It's been great.
Oh, thank you so much. Your input I love it. Because, you've read it, we all have our interpretation on some of this, which is good. That's how it's supposed to be. We're not going to all think the same thing all the time, which I think, again, is part of it. So your input is greatly appreciated. I love having you on. So, and listen, be sure to tune in to Lori, and I will be doing American Horror Story on Sunday. And what time are we doing that, Lori?
9 o'clock.
Our
Eastern
time.
Standard Time.
Thank you. 9 p.m. on Sunday. Be doing American Horror Story. This will be her first podcast, and then Lori's going to be doing a music podcast on Thursday mornings.
At 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
Classic rock and classic Southern rock.
That's going to be good. So keep those dates in mind. I'll go over them again at the end of the show. So, thank you, Lori, so much, and I'm so looking forward to AHS. I am totally pumped about that. And
yes, somebody.
yeah, we're going to have fun with that. And
Sunday night's going to be great. So, any of you American Horror Story fans that are out there, please tune in Sunday night and let's just get our show going and get us off to a good start. We'd really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, we'll be reminding you of that.
Anytime.
So, thank you, Lori, for joining us tonight. Always welcome. We'll have you back. We'll do another Stephen King because we have so much more to talk about.
Wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Okay, we're going to go to some music again, figure out what movie it's from.